Hello everyone, my name is Christian Senizal, and my honors project is going to be about Cathy Yan, and this is where I will be briefly talk about Cathy Yan's life, her projects that she's currently working on, and the projects that she had worked on in the past, and different accomplishments she was able to accomplish during her career, and also the impact she had left for many women aspiring to be a director like her, and how her life has been as a director. To start it off right now, we got some Cathy Yan fast facts. Not fun facts, fast facts. She is 37 years of age. She is Asian American, specifically Chinese. Her education is she graduated from New York University and an undergrad in Princeton University. But she actually did a dual degree where she received her MBA from NYU Stern School of Business and a MFA from the TIS Graduate Film Program. Something I really found interesting is that she was a filmmaker, a writer, a producer, and also a journalist, where before she became a director, she was actually a journalist with the Los Angeles Times, Wall Street Journal in New York. And not only she did that, after she did that, she started making short films where it's listed right down here. We got Fizzling, Last Night, A Dinosaur Rider, Entropy of Tooth and Time, Humpty, Downriver, According to My Mother, and Groom. According to My Mother is one of her short films that was actually rewarded, which I thought that was really interesting. Or I will discuss it later in the achievements part of her thingy. How it all started back in 2008. Cathy Yan graduated with a dual degree from New York University, and for the next 2 years she became a journalist. And then in 2010 she started her film career, being a producer in a 2010 film called Fishing, with the letter P. However, in 2013, in the film called Last Night, she was the director and the writer of the film. And then for the next 2 years, she was a producer for different films like Dinosaur Rider, Entropy of Tooth and Time, and Humpty. In 2016, however, she released her own two short films where she directed and written the film. And in 2017, she again produced a film called Groom. And in 2018, 2020, she released her feature films. 2018 being The Dead Pigs, where she wrote and directed the movie. And in 2020, Birds of Prey, she only directed it since it was written by a movie. It was written by a comic book, DC. And now she has her current project is the year 2021. She started called Succession, and it's been a 3-season show, and it's still going good. I quickly want to go over one of Cathy Yan's featured film called The Dead Pigs, where she released it in 2018. And I want to quickly go over this film since it has won many awards, and it was one of those films where I thought that Cathy Yan was really challenged as a film director. At first, they were on a really strict budget, and since they were on a really strict budget, she turned that negative, turned it into a positive, where she started believing in her team. she thought of it as that since when they were on a strict budget, uh, people that still want to work with her are there for the right reason, and as though as they are more committed. Um, Also, not only that, I was surprised that it only took 3 days to film, according to her. And one of those 3 days were a clear day, a rainy day, and a cloudy day. It completely worked in their favor. Um, Also, there were no visual effects. Um, it was they found this house in a really nice location. Um, However, they were scouting this location for about 3 years prior. They started filming. They found a village, ended up getting demolished slowly and surely, and it sort of looked like in a battleground in a way. I thought that that location was used very well in the film as I watched it. I also want to talk about her most recent featured film called The Harley Quinn Birds of a Prey, which was released in 2020, where it was a partner, where DC picked Cathy Yan after her amazing performance directing the Dead Pig movie or film. Basically, this film is about Harley Quinn breaking up with her boyfriend called the Joker, and the rest of the movie is finding out who she truly is and trying to identify herself, which I thought was really good since for the past few weeks we have been talking about identity. This was a movie with predominantly women characters, and since it was all female characters, she still wants men that watches the film to enjoy the film, and she didn't want it to turn into a chick flick type of movie. She also mentioned the fight scenes where she wanted the moment to appear more strong, especially when they are together, and she wanted them to be grounded and real, and as real as possible. She was really inspired with the martial arts that Jackie Chan had used to play. Here's a quick comparison between the fight scenes between a Jackie Chan film and the Harley Quinn movie. Before I get into the quote, a little background information is when Cathy Yan had a little interview, she remembered that when she was 8 years old is the time when she wanted to be a film director. However, she felt as though that it was completely unachievable due to the lack of directors that looked like her, prevented her from deciding to become a filmmaker. I feel as though that has become one of Cathy's motivating factors to keep going and to keep following her passion. In college, she was unsure. Due to the fact that she was unsure, she took dual degrees, one in business and one being in film. In 2010 is when she started her film career by making tons of short films where she could gain as much experience as she can before her first feature film, which was very, very successful, where she released it in 2018, named The Dead Pigs, where she has won over six film awards. Not only that achievement from The Dead Pigs, she was also scouted by DC for their movie Harley Quinn, which was very truly inspiring. Speaking of inspiring, I see this as an opportunity where how Cathy Yan can be inspiring. She started off with feeling doubt, but she kept going and going. Nothing is really impossible. It's definitely a step that anyone can be a film director. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, and as long as you keep doing what you want to do, you'll definitely make it. Here are also the sites that I've used to gather all of these information. And yeah, thank you for watching.